Hello, my name is Faith, and for Module 7 we worked on word study, and specifically with emergent learners and how they are able to be introduced to new languages, just new words, different modes of the English language and how different vowel sounds are pronounced, how different words are put together and blending those sounds together. I think it's pretty well known that English is one of the hardest languages to learn because some things just don't make sense, and that's why having sight words and different things is important, because a lot of it is just kind of reliant on memory. Sight words are important because there's just some words in the English language that don't follow any rules, and so to teach these kids different rules about the bossy R and double vowels, it can be easily discouraging when they go to use those different skills that they've learned and the word doesn't come out right. It was interesting to look at the double vowels in one of these YouTube videos because I didn't realize that double vowels, the first vowel letter is usually dominant. So in the word made or read, the AI, the A is going to be dominant, and then read, it's the E is dominant. I was just thinking about it, and then I thought of the word said, and I'm like, well, that said, that's how it should be. But anyways, it's just fun to be able to get a bunch of these techniques and skills that the teachers use, because it makes the teacher more confident when they're able to deliver this information. Obviously, the most of us know how to read and write pretty fluently in the English language, but to be able to teach it is a whole different monster. So yeah, the double vowels was fun. The bossy R was fun. When there is a vowel before an R, how the R kind of takes that vowel over. Sir, burr, fur. Yeah, all the videos were really interesting to watch. One of my favorite ones was the word study in action, making words a lesson. She had the students cut out about 8 different letters, had them scattered on the table, and then she told them I needed a 2-letter word, at. So they were able to put those words together, those 2 letters together. And then she said, I want to make a 3-letter word now, and you're just going to add it to the word that you have already built. And so now they're learning how you can build upon words that are already there in the English language. You don't have to put your words back. You can just add a letter in front of the word at to create a longer letter. And she continued that process, and I think it was fun for the students to be able to see how you can build, get the independence to do it themselves, and then find those little techniques to make their lives easier when it comes to reading and learning and then retaining this information. One of my favorite things from that lesson was at the end, she said, why is it important? And in my head, I'm like, she's looking for a specific answer. And all the students gave different answers, and she was like, well done. Which was awesome to me, because it doesn't matter why it's important for me, it matters why it's important for them. And so to kind of ask them a question like that, make them feel validated, but also get some feedback on your own lesson, I think is really important. Because if you're not being a reflective teacher, then your students aren't really learning. And so that's what it's all about, especially in your first few years of teaching. You want to make sure that they are retaining what you are putting out there. And reading and writing can be very, very stressful, I think, for the teacher and for the students. But yeah, they all stressed a lot on repetition. They didn't say, okay, we're going to be repeating things or emphasize that to the students, but they showed it in their teaching. So repeating words over and over again, having them repeat it, going through the lesson, then repeating it again. She kept, in the bossy R video, she kept saying, so what sound are we looking for? I also liked how the videos kind of showed all the students are working on word formations and word sounds and different vowels and stuff, but they're working on different skills as well, like organizing their letters, analytical skills, learning or practicing cutting. I mean, carrying scissors around is a practice all in itself. I think that giving students the freedom with boundaries, right, to look the materials over, using their own analytical skills to be able to process this information. Identifying the vowels, practicing things that they already should know, but making sure it sticks, right? That same repetition. Counting the vowels, matching the vowels, just keep seeing it, doing different things so that it doesn't become mundane, but keeping the lesson going by giving them different ways to show what they know. I liked the working in partners thing. I like when teachers incorporate, their peers. One of the first videos wasn't really my favorite because the student picked up his paper and she asked him to put it down. And they're learning something new. They're learning these different words and trying to process that all. If he feels a little bit more comfortable reading it kind of closer up and not having it on the table, like, by all means, he's not hurting anybody. And then he was taking an extra minute to find a word, and she kind of told the partner, tell him where it's at. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like it could have been worded a little bit differently. Maybe, hey, Megan, could you help our friend out and see if you can find the word that he's missing compared to your chart? I think there was just maybe a different way it could have been worded, but I did see a lot of guiding learning through scaffolds. So giving the students a little bit more help, ensuring that they're going to succeed in the task, right? So they could have possibly done it with less direction, but by giving them a little bit more, you're seeing the whole class kind of do it together. And I think that's good in a big classroom setting because nobody's really left behind. Everybody's on the same page. But yeah, matching, rhyming, being observant, making sure that everybody is kind of getting it, stopping somebody or the class when things might be off and reviewing it. Yeah, it was fun. It's hard to teach English, and so I like watching these videos because it gives you those different skills as a teacher, and then it gives you different ways to possibly meet challenges and other things like that. So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything here. It was nice. Lots of phonological awareness. Thank you.